What's up YouTube, back with another video, and today I'm going to go over 5 plays in the Wizards playbook. So with that being said, let's get into it. The first play is the quick 12 flare. You can call this for anybody that has 3-point priority, and if you don't know what play priorities are, I'll leave a link to a video in the description that can help. And it's designed to get you a 3 on the wing. So right here I call it for Beal, and he's going to start on the wing, and Westbrook is going to have the ball at the top. Then Beal is going to set a screen for Westbrook, and as Westbrook drives, Beal will get a screen from Wagner, run a flare, and get open on the wing for a 3. And if you pass it to Beal and he's not open, the play ends in the pick and roll, so you can create a shot off of that. So I really like this play, and it's one of those tricky distraction plays that work really well against the computer and real people, because once you come off that screen and attack the rim, they're so focused on stopping the drive that they'll forget all about Beal, and you could get a lot of wide open shots. The next play is the quick double drag 3. You can call this for anybody with 3-point priority, and it's designed to get you a 3 at the top of the key. So right here I call it for Beal, and he's going to start at the top, and Westbrook is going to have the ball on the wing. Then Westbrook will get a screen from both Beal and Wagner and dribble to the opposite wing, and as he does that, Beal would start to roll to the rim, but after a few steps he'll actually stop, and Wagner will come and set a screen for him, and then he's going to go back up to the top of the key and get open for a 3. So I really like this play, and I could also see this play being a lot more useful in my team or just with a different team that has a better shooting point guard, because when Westbrook comes off those 2 screens, a lot of the times he's open for the 3, but he's not that strong a shooter, so that's not really a shot that you'll want to take very often. But if you do have somebody that can shoot, that makes this play a lot more deadly. The next play is the fist 12 pop. You can call this for anybody that has pick and roll point or pick and roll ball handler priority, and it's a pick and fade option play. So right here I call it for Westbrook, and he's gonna start with the ball at the top. Then it's gonna tell you to pass the ball, but you don't have to pass the ball. You can if you want to. The play ends up exactly the same whether you pass it or not. So I just decided to keep it, and then Beal will come set a screen for you, and when you come off the screen you'll have an open lane to the basket, and Beal will also fade out to the 3-point line. So from there it's just taking what the defense gives you. So I like this play, especially for a duo like Beal and Westbrook, because Westbrook is really athletic and finishes well at the rim. So when he comes off that screen, he has a lot of space to work with, and if the defense doesn't help in time, then he gets a free dunk. But if they collapse, you could kick out to your shooters. But one thing that I did notice is that Beal, sometimes he won't fade out to the 3-point line. He will go to like the mid-range elbow area, which is not necessarily bad, but there's a defender in that area, so if he goes there, the defender might be able to get a contest, which really shouldn't happen, because he should fade out to like the top of the key to really maximize the spacing. And I don't really know what causes that, but yeah, that's the only thing about this play that could mess you up a little bit. That, and the defense can just always switch this because it is 2 guards and kind of mess up the play. But if they do that, they really have to be on point, because if they're just 1 step late or out of position on a switch, then Westbrook can get an easy blow by. And so right here they actually do switch, and it looks like Hayward is in good position, but he's really not. If you look at his body and look at Westbrook's body, he's not squared up with Westbrook, so Westbrook can just get an easy blow by and get a layup. The next play is the fist 2 high. You can call this for anybody that has pick and roll point or pick and roll ball handler priority, and it's just a simple double pick and roll play. So right here I call it for Westbrook, and he's going to start with the ball on the wing. Then he's going to get 2 screens, and when he comes off those screens you can attack the rim, and from there it's just taking what the defense gives you. So I really like this play, especially for someone like Westbrook, because once he comes off those 2 screens, his defender will have a hard time staying in front of him, and you have a good driving lane to get points at the rim. Also, just a quick tip and something that I noticed is that when you come off those 2 screens, you don't want to go out too wide. You want to stay as close to the middle of the court as possible. So you want to use the elbow as a point of reference. So if you're outside the elbow or even on the elbow, you're a little bit too far, and the defender defender that's on the wing has an opportunity to help and get a bump steal on you, you also give your man time to recover. But if you come off those screens and you stay inside the elbow and as close to the middle of the free throw line as possible, then you give less time for your defender to recover, and there will be times where he can't get there, so you have an open lane, or he gets there a little bit but he's just not squared up to you, so you get a blow by animation, or you force a switch, so from there you can just take the big man off the dribble or give it to your big man in the post. And the last play is Floppy. You can call this for anybody that has 3-point priority, and you have 4 opportunities for 3-point shots. So right here I call it for Beal, and in this first option he ends up getting a 3 on the wing, so he's going to start on the block and Westbrook is going to have the ball at the top. Then Beal will get a screen from Hachimura, come up to the wing and get open for a 3. And if he's not open, the play goes into a pick and roll, so you can try and create a shot off of that. The next option ends up being a corner 3 for Matthews, so he's going to start on the foul line and Westbrook is going to have the ball at the top. Then Matthews will get a screen from Wagner, go into the corner and get open for a 3. The next option ends up being a wing 3 for Matthews. So again, he's going to start at the foul line and Westbrook is going to have the ball at the top. Matthews will get a screen from Wagner, go into the corner, but I'm going to keep the ball with Westbrook, and then Wagner will set him another screen. Then he'll come up to the wing and get open for a 3. And the last option ends up being a corner 3 for Beal. So again, he's going to start on the block. Westbrook is going to have the ball at the top. He's going to get a screen from Hachimura, come out to the wing, but I'm going to keep the ball with Westbrook. And then Hachimura will set him another screen. He'll go into the corner and get open for a 3. So this play is in a lot of different playbooks, and I said this in my Hornets playbook video that I never really bothered using this play because I thought it wasn't going to be good. But once I started practicing with it and I actually used it in game against real people, I realized this play is actually really good. And I personally really only use it for the wing 3 options and not the corner 3 options. I just feel like the wing 3 options are better and they're way more consistent than the corner ones. So those are the plays, and I like this playbook, and I feel like it complements Beal and Westbrook really well. And I like how a few of the plays have both of them doing something at the same time, so you can really catch defenses off guard. But the rest of the video is just clips of me using some of these plays against real people in Play Now Online. And if you're interested in more videos like this, I have a playlist that you can check out. So I hope this helped you. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more content.
From 13, again the Wizards score. The Mavericks in their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
And a deep 3 from Beal. But even Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
And that one is good.
Our defense is horrible.
How good he is at setting up his man so he can make the pass that he wants to.
Outside Matthews. Back to Westbrook. They set the pick. Outside Beal. Puts one up from 19. And there's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now here's Westbrook.